Hey everybody. This is Joe from Super Console Bros coming to you with another video. Sorry about that. The camera, I gotta find out how to turn off this, I don't know if it's a filter or whatever. I looked in the camera. Um, I don't know. I looked on my phone, but it's acting weird. But, I just wanted to make another video and show off my updated figure collection, and I'll start with these ones that have yet to be unboxed. We've got some Terraria stuff, which is like, this one's a monster mutant eyeball kind of thing. We've got I think this is supposed to be some kind of villager, a zombie, a knight or a golem, and a wizard. Nah, it looks more like a scarecrow, I think. I mess with Terraria, I just don't know all the names of the characters. I'm assuming this is probably the regular look of the main character, unless you customize it. And I don't think it's a bootleg of Minecraft. I hear that like people complain about that. I think they're both their own games. We've got a bear with me if the camera goes yellow, by the way. This is a Mark 43 Iron Man. It's a Funko. These are only not unboxed yet because I don't have the figure space, but everybody goes through that problem. We've got a X-Men Deadpool, which is Deadpool with X-Men colors. I thought that was really cool. And although this next one is a minor, I guess, difference, I don't really go to GameStop very much, except when they have exclusive things like Amiibo and whatnot, and while I was out and about, I had to reserve my Amiibo 3-pack. You could only get it from there, but they had this exclusive black Kratos, so this is pretty cool. It's nice to have, like, an exclusive kind of character. Speaking of Amiibos, as you can tell, along with a couple other figures here, I've got tons of them. We've got the four main, well, technically there's going to be five with Ryu added, but we've got Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, Pac-Man. Even though it's not an amiibo, there's a Mortal Kombat 9 Scorpion figure there. I'm not just showing the amiibo, but this is just everything. Behind them, you might have a little trouble. Let me try to angle the camera because my shadow's getting in the way. Got the Homestar Runner stuff. And behind that, we've got that SpongeBob and the Skechers dude I mentioned from the previous video. I'll link the previous video just in case you want to look at it. We've got the 1989 Little Mac and King Hippo figures. And then the rest of these are amiibo with these exceptions, which are a couple of the... I think the only one I'm missing is Gutsman, but these are these are some of the Mega Man characters. I mainly wanted to go for these Robot Master villains because there's not many figures of them. We've got this angry puppy and cactus bunny thing. My mom found them at Barnes & Noble, so don't ask, but they're nice items either way. They look nice. We've got a regular Bowser right there. It's not an amiibo, but I think it's like a 3-inch. And then here's the bunch of amiibo. There's I've got a Meta Knight, I've got a Little Mac. I got very lucky getting a Little Mac. Actually, I got him at the time. He was going for like $60 to $90 to over $100. I got him for $30 because one dude actually bought two of them on accident and bought them for $40, and he sold me his Little Mac for a cheaper price. I rearranged my figure shelf, actually. I forgot to mention, but The top is actually in the back by my washing machine down here. A lot of these actually are imports, but not this and this. I once again, although kind of unfortunate, I had to go to GameStop and if you're curious, I have to tap the camera to focus. But I got the last and this that they had. I've got Meta Knight. He was only $20 online. Imports of these rare ones are cheap. I got an early Dr. Mario. I've got Peach. I've got Toad. He's a little tough to see there. Yeah, you could see him. Ike, which was the most expensive, that cost me $40. There was $34 for that Captain Falcon. At the time, he was around 80. My uncle got me a lot of these. I bought it. I found a Toon Link and Link at retail. I got a Marth for about 25 online. There's Kirby. There's Villager, which I actually got for 21, and this is apparently not a reprint, at least not to my knowledge, but that they told me in the description. I wouldn't care if it's a re-release or not, but I've got Luigi there. I've got behind him. I've got behind Sonic. I've got Pikachu and Fox, which I actually got Fox from retail. There was one left at Target, and Wii Fit Trainer. I've got a bunch of them. I've got a Dark Pit. If you could see him, he's right behind Toon Link. Things like that. I've got a Charizard, and there were two left at my Toys R Us. I got one for my friend who actually is, well, you already know, his name's Mario, but it's kind of ironic because I'm talking about amiibos. And down here, there's a couple new things. Unfortunately, I'm thinking of getting this shelf painted a different color because the shadow on it actually covers it up because it's black. So it kind of makes shadows look darker. But there's a Bomberman you can see. Speaking of shadow, you can't really see it, but there's Shadow and the Figma Metroid Other M Armored Samus. Down here we've got Luigi and Sonic. Right here, you might barely be able to see it part of it, but there's Zero. It's not broken, it's just tough to put on the base. Along with, you could probably see the head crab, but it's Gordon Freeman and it's Chell from Portal. In this case, it's Portal 2, according to the package. Ezio, Steve, Duke Nukem, Alex Mercer, and Master Chief are in the back. Down here we've got bass, treble, and you could probably tell maybe by the... Well, you probably can't tell because, again, the shadows are kind of getting in the way, but down there behind bass and treble, I have Dante from based on his DMC3 design. Down here, I've got a bunch of Yoshis and the Marine from the Doom games. And down here, I've got Roll along with Anya Stroud from Gears 3 and the Blue Heavy. And last but not least, I thought I knocked something down. We've got this, which is this different base statue. Zero Suit Samus. This was very expensive, $100. Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell Blacklist. Levi from the anime Attack on Titan. And before anybody asks, any anime figures you see here doesn't mean that I'm a fanboy of these animes. They're just enjoyable animes. I like the animes, but I'm not going to be the type that tells you, oh, best anime ever or whatever with any of these animes, because, I watch anime as well, but, there might be really good animes, but you get the point. We've got the Donkey Kong, a little Donkey Kong crew there. We've got Mew, a bunch of Pac-Man variants, Metal, Ice, Chameleon, and Fire, along with James Heller from Prototype 2. Down here is a part of the shelf that's about Aqua Teen, Moth Monster Man, a larger shake, and Carl, Frylock, Shake, and Meatwad. Down here you can see these are the cartoon Mega Man figures, but again, I went after these for the figures that are you don't really see, meaning, Gutsman, Fireman, Bomb Man, Cutman, Iceman, things like that, Dr. Light, Dr. Wily, along with some fairy tale characters in the back. Gray, Natsu, Lucy, Happy, Plu, and Erza. Yeah, I think it's Plu. I always get that mixed up. I've got a plastic Dragon Ball. I may not be the biggest fan of Dragon Ball, but I enjoy the abridged series, and I got this from a mystery bag at a convention. This actually, although it's a Loot Crate figure, I didn't get it from Loot Crate. This is the Fire Hunt NES Zapper cartridge, but I got this from my one friend who actually isn't much of a figure collector. An interesting story. Before I move on, there's just one more part, but my friend Chris, you already know him, but you might not know that he likes to do, I think they're called like hackathons, where have like 48 hours to make something, and he wanted to see the inside of an Xbox 360 controller. I'm not kidding, by complete random chance, I found a broken 360 controller. It was a black one in my driveway, and it wasn't one of mine because the only black controller I have came with my 360 console. It only came with one. So I traded him that, and the rest of the figures he had I bought for 20 bucks. But this wasn't what I traded. I traded the controller for this Joker Batman vinyl. Behind him I have the Optimus Prime and Superman Domo, which are apparently Loot Crate exclusives. These Mario Kart wind-ups, Majin Buu, that was in the Dragon Ball, it's completely random. The Loot Crate Dovahkiin, a Marvel Odin vinyl, and some Mario blocks. You can't really see them very well, but if I go to a distance, let me try to get it in focus. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you around.